my screen. Okay, so it tells me I'm recording. Let's share our screen again. All right, great. So hopefully we got it right this time. So like I said, we're going to use Facebook and all these other tools as a resource to get out and touch our audience. So since Facebook is primary tool for so many, I'll likely focus on Facebook the most, okay? But some of the concepts we're going to apply to social media as a whole, guys. So just know that. All right, so absolutes and recommendations. What does this mean, guys? Well, let's talk about that. Be consistent, guys. People are watching. Even after 2.5 years, I still get people who message me. So I want you to understand people are always watching. And I want you to have your expectations versus what's really going to happen. All right? Eventually, you're going to strike a nerve and connect with somebody through their heart, through their issue or what they're looking for. So expectations versus reality means not being consistent also sends a message. People quit too soon because they expect a flood of customers and team members just by posting on social media. It takes time. It takes connecting in person, and it takes connecting on social media. So you need to be consistent with this. So if you're not being consistent, it's going to send a message to your friends and family of, well, you know, they're not really committed. They're not really passionate. It's just a phase, and they're probably not really into it, so I'm probably not going to stick with them. So keeping your expectations versus reality is really important, because when you make your very first post, you may not get 50 people messaging you right away. So I want you to have a strong outlook on that, guys. That's really, really important. Be positive. This one's really huge. Your personal Facebook, when you sign up to be an ambassador, is not just your personal Facebook for your family stuff, but if you're also using that as an outsource to post about testimonies and different things about Plexus, it's also not just your personal page anymore. It's now a business page. So you want to be the kind of person that you want to join your team and you want to have order from. So does that make sense, guys? If and that goes for not just your personal page, but if you have a team page and if you run a group. So if I'm somebody that jumps on and says, oh my gosh, I'm having the worst day ever. I didn't sleep well. My kids are running all over the house. And my friend, my next door neighbor, was just driving me crazy and rant. So I'm just going on and on and on. And so that's not a very positive post, right? It's not. And then my next post is, oh my gosh, my husband just walked through the front door, drug mud all over the house, and yelled and screamed at me, and I'm just not having a good day. And then my third post for the day is, hey, I'm running this great Plexus business. Who wants to join my team? Well, probably nobody, because they just looked at your first two posts and thought, oh, all she ever does is gripe. Now, guys, I want you to understand that we all don't live perfect lives, okay? So we all have ups and downs days. It's just that we don't share every little detail. So we talked about personal page is a business page, and that applies to your team pages and your groups as well. And if you have a problem, face it. Don't Facebook it, guys. So I hope that resonates with you, and I hope you guys understand that's what I mean by that. Life isn't always roses and rainbows, but airing things out on social media is not the place to do it. Be real and vulnerable, but don't whine, complain, and vent or curse on social media. That is one of the worst things I can see, is when somebody's cursing on social media. Present yourself in an honestly but positive way on social media. So let me just tell you this. If I'm having a day where everything isn't all roses, because my life isn't all roses, sometimes it makes me feel better to go onto the internet and I find a very positive quote that addresses, it really speaks to me for whatever situation I'm having. And I'll post that quote onto my Facebook page. So that's kind of how I vent a little bit, you know, about what's going on. But it's in a positive way. It's me searching something out that uplifted me and helped change my direction and thoughts. So I hope that that helps you guys out a little bit. Let's move forward. Let's talk about how you're going to engage people on social media. Getting comments on a post. Comments boost your posts more than likes do. What this does is it tells the Facebook gods that the post is newsworthy and it bumps to the top of the news feed. So if you see a fellow Plexus ambassador post a testimony or post something exciting about themselves personally about Plexus, comment on it. It bumps it up. Do it for each other. Don't just wait for somebody to comment on yours, because if somebody comes and comments on mine, I'm going to go comment on theirs. That's just how it works. Teamwork makes a dream work. It doesn't mean that I'm going to come in, comment on yours, and steal your customers or potentials. Heavens, no. It's just me supporting you, and in turn, you supporting me. And it's keeping our stuff at the top of the news feed. So, and comments equal engagement. When one person comments, usually others follow. All right? Another thing to do with your social media accounts, and I know you can do this on Facebook, is you create a non-Plexus friends list so you can isolate that news feed and make it easier to comment and engage, guys. It's really important that you stay engaged with your non-Plexus audience, because you're still connecting with them. They are your friends and family, and you're building on the relationships with those. So I want you to remember, this is a good thing, to create a non-Plexus friends list, so it makes it easier for you to get to those. Let's talk about non-Plexus call to action comment. What this would be is, I'm going to share an example with you right here. So this would be an engaging comment that has nothing to do with Plexus, that would pull over your audience that aren't Plexus ambassadors or customers. You know, here it says, you know, Gap informed me that this is stylish for spring. What do you think? And so you're going to get a lot of people to comment on that post. And what happens when this occurs is it engages your non-Plexus audience with your Facebook account, and therefore when you post other things following this, it's going to show up in their news feed, because when they engage with you and you engage with them, Facebook sees it as, oh, they're good friends and they want to see what each other's doing. So it's always good to have an non-Plexus engaging post, and you strategically post them, you know, 1 or 2 times a week. I do this a lot with other kinds of posts, you know, post a picture of your weekend or something like that. So those are always good things. Let's talk about passion and excitement. Facebook is blogging. Don't let somebody tell you that it's not. It is a blog. It's a blog of what's going on with your life. Your Facebook post should reflect the excitement for Plexus and other things that you love, guys. So not just Plexus, but your friends, your family, and what's going on, your pets, you know, whatever excites you, share about that as well. So your passion is contagious, and your audience should know what your passions are. You're adding value by posting encouraging and educational, exciting posts will attract them to you and will attract them to Plexus. People want to be a part of what you're doing, and they will attract them to our products and some to the business side. So it goes back to being positive again, passion and excitement. If I'm posting lots of negative things or talking ill about my life, people aren't going to want to follow me because they don't want to hear a bunch of nagging. They don't want to hear a bunch of complaining. They want to see what's going on happy in my life. You know, ever hear the saying, happy wife, happy life? Well, it goes back to happy person, happy friends. They want to follow you. They want to engage with you, and they want to be a part of what you're doing. So that's really important to know, guys. And there needs to be a healthy balance between your Plexus posts and your regular Facebook post. Don't blast your social media community with Plexus all day, every day. You know, a good ratio would be, 2-to-1 or 1-to-2, whatever you think. I kind of do balance. I try to do, if I do one personal post, I do a Plexus post. Then I'll do another personal post, and I'll do another Plexus post. So, I might do 2 personal posts a day and 2 Plexus posts a day. So I try to keep it really, really even. So let's talk about personal posts. Connect to the heart, guys. Tell stories. Information tells and stories sell. The right side of the screen is ads. You don't want to fill the news feed with ads. So on your Facebook account, if you've ever looked at it, and basically more so on your computer, you see over on the very far right-hand side, there's always something for sale over there. Somebody has sponsored something, and it's trying to get people to buy it. So we don't want all of our Facebook ads or all of our Facebook posts to look like ads. Oh, such and such is on sale today. Yeah, every now and again that's fine, but you don't want them to look like that all the time. You want to connect. You want to tell a story. Avoid ad-like posts, guys, okay? So I'm not going to say you can't do them every now and again, because every now and again there's a great sale and a great special running, like right now with the Boost being $5 off and the 3-day trial pack when you get ordered with the package of Slim. So I'm not saying that they aren't okay for every now and again, but I want you to avoid the ad-like post as much as you can. You want to tell a story. So let's see what that looks like. Here's a great explanation of what one would look like. She posted, my mom had bought these jeans for me a few years back, and I had thought, honestly, Mother, there will never be a time for me to get into these. Yet I kept them because I really liked them. Good thing I did. My secret's not a secret anymore. And you see how she posted a picture of her wearing the jeans. And then, so that is something good. That is a post that's going to engage with people, and they're going to go, what is she doing to lose her weight? Or what did she do to lose whatever inches she could to get into those jeans? So that's a great way to tell a story. So I hope that post right there helps some of you understand. We're going to talk a little more about this, about how to keep it personal. Connect to the heart, tell stories, avoid ad-like posts, commenting etiquette. So when you see a post that somebody makes and it says, it tells a story, it says, say I make a post and I say, I have never slept so good in my life. Thank you, Plexus. And, or, you know what? I just got into these size 10 jeans that I haven't been able to wear in years. And then somebody says, a comment below says, can I share this? Well, what happens when somebody comments on your personal post that says, can I share this? It takes your audience's attention away. It makes them think, oh, somebody's trying to sell something. And it takes it away from a connection here. And they realize it's somebody trying to sell something. Even though we're not selling anything, we are simply sharing. But it takes the focus away. So I want you to have a good commenting etiquette. Whenever you see something like that, when you see something post about, oh, I got into these smaller jeans, say, oh, that's great, that's exciting, or great news, congratulations. Always comment something personal on there. And most all of us Plexus people, it doesn't matter. We want you to share our stories. We want to help you out. So you don't have to ever, me personally, write, can I share your story? Please don't do that. Just go ahead and use it. You can use anything I have when it comes to Plexus. So be really good when it comes to commenting etiquette, guys. When you make a post about Plexus, tell your story or whatever, you can see when she talked about fitting into those jeans, she didn't say message me underneath there. So, you know, they're going to, if they want to know about it, they're going to private message you. So I would ditch the message me and your link. So many people put their website underneath their post. And what happens here with that is adding your link tells Facebook logarithms that it's spam, and it probably won't boost that post, or it might get rid of it altogether. So something, so you're sharing your own, and you're sharing your own experience, you're ditching the message me and the web link. But if you have a website and you want to put it on there, a good way to do that is to hashtag it. So I have a website that links back to my regular account, my Plexus replicated website. So it's betterlifewithplexus.com. So if I wanted to do something and have my website there and make it where Facebook, or it doesn't look like such an ad, or Facebook treated it as spam, I'm going to hashtag betterlifewithplexus.com. So that is a very good thing to do, guys. So once you understand, that's a great choice. So we're going to keep things personal. We're going to connect to the heart. We're going to tell stories. We're going to avoid ad-like posts. And our commenting etiquette is going to be good, of being positive, uplifting, and we're not going to ask if we can share the story. If you want to ask, please PM that ambassador, and they will respond to you in a PM so it doesn't distract the other audience that they're trying to reach. We're going to share our own personal experiences. We're going to share sleeping better. We're going to share if we've lost weight. We're going to share if our health is improved. We're going to ditch the message me and the web link. But if you have a specific website, hashtag your website in the post. And I can tell you guys, you know, be authentic and be genuine whenever you're doing this. But if some of you are wondering, how do I get a regular website to link into my Plexus one? If you're looking for one, I got mine through GoDaddy.com. It was really cheap. I think it's like $20 a year. And it links right back to my replicated website, and it can be just personalized to me. So that is something that you guys can do. So let's move on. When we're talking about being personal, and we're talking about connecting with our audience, and we're talking about being authentic, in some of our posts, we want to be real people that we are. Here's a good one that Lori Harrison shared. You know, she wrote on there, marriage is not bliss. In fact, someone tells you that, question their judgment. Sometimes marriage is just a toleration. But on days like today, when I've been out of town all week, and my man is spending his Sunday outside working on tedious cabinet project for my vintage remodel, while I just chat his leg off, well, he's my best friend, and today marriage is bliss. So what she did here, she connected with her audience. She shared from her heart something personal. People like that. They, especially if they don't know you really well. A lot of us have a lot of Facebook friends that are not really close friends. We just know each other. We're acquaintances, or we've met a couple of times. But when you make posts like this on your personal page, it helps people get a connection with you, and lets them share things that what's going through. So you always want to be authentic. So those are different types of posts that we're going to talk about. Now, we're going to talk about smart and strategic posting of these things, guys. So every day, if you can I have everybody please mute themselves? Looks like we've got somebody on there that has a crying baby, and I need you to mute yourself, please. So smart and strategic plexus posting. You're going to want to do one non-plexus post every day, just like the one that you've seen that Lori made. Now, you can do this as well. Here's another example of that. Here's one that Cody Hawkins made. Another reason why I keep dogging Pepper's daily request for a dog. And he posts this funny picture about it. You know, it's something humorous. It's something that's going to engage people. And it has nothing to do with plexus. It just has something to do with what's going on in his life. You know, and he thought it was funny and he thought he'd share it. So we're going to make one non-plexus post every day. And then, so we got one, we're going to make one plexus post every day, and we're going to make it personal. So we've seen some examples. Let's see another one. You can see here, actually there's several of them here. Stephanie shared, this is Plexergy. 3 miles done, now some hit. Happy Monday, everybody. Want this kind of energy. Sorry, I'm not a very good reader. So she made a personal post. She posted a picture of her out walking and doing her exercising. So here's another one. Jenny Croft, she wrote, another quitter due to plexus, meaning that Heather just quit her 70 to 80 hour work job because of the plexus business is exploding. Who wants to be a quitter? And then she hashtag be your own boss with plexus. So, and she shared Heather's official testimony. So you want to make these things personal. Yes, I'm not saying don't share testimonies because we want to do that too, but making them like this gets more people to read them more often, guys. So, all right. We did one non-plexus post every day, one plexus post every day, and make it personal. And 2 times a week, we're going to do those call to action posts. And remember, it's like this. You know, when we posted that, you know, Gap just informed us that it's spring. What do you think? And if this is going to engage people with us, guys. And probably get tons and tons of comments with it. So, what's next? One plexus engaging post per week. So, what does that mean? That is, you see these, you know, tell me Tuesday, tell me what plexus has done for you, or weight loss Wednesday. I see these things all the time, but I want you guys to understand, don't do your plexus engaging post every single day and tag the same people in it every single day. People don't want to see that all the time. Do it once a week. That'll be good. People will be willing to jump on there and tell you their journey or tell you their story or their results once a week. So that's good. So you want to have an engaging plexus post so that you get many testimonies for people to read once a week. So we have the smart and strategic posting. One non-plexus post every day, one plexus post every day, and make it personal. Twice a week, we're going to do the call to action posts, like the, you know, comment, what do you think about this style? It's supposed to come out in the spring. Or like the post I made just the other day, post a picture of what you did this weekend. People love to tell you what they've done or what they're up to. They want to share their lives with you. And then we're going to do one plexus engaging post per week. So 7 days a week, you're going to do at least one non-plexus post and at least one plexus post, right? I do 2 and 2 usually every day. Now, twice a week, you're going to do a call to action post to keep people engaged with you. And then once a week, you're going to do the plexus engaging post. So this is just a smart and strategic planning. This doesn't mean that you have to follow this. This is just great suggestions on how to keep people engaged with you and seeing what Plexus is doing. Now, let's talk about how to expand your social media audience. You always want to be looking to build new relationships. Always, when you're out and about, even at the grocery store, or if you're at the mall, or if you go on vacation, summertime's huge for people going on vacations. You want to meet new people. Talk to them while you're out and about. Are you expanding your network so that you can introduce Plexus to even more people? It doesn't mean when you're out and about, stop them and say, hey, have you ever heard of Plexus? It just means, say I'm on an airplane and I'm going out to Arizona to visit friends and family, and I'm sitting next to somebody, and I got a 3-hour flight ahead of me. So I'm probably going to look over and ask him, hey, how's your day going? And we're going to start talking, and I'm probably going to ask him, what do you do for a living? And we're going to talk about that. And he's probably going to ask me what I do for a living. And, Plexus is probably going to come up. But, when you're creating new relationships, this is a good way to say, hey, do you do Facebook, or do you do Twitter, or whatever social media it is you do? And when they say yes, say, I would love to be Facebook friends with you. So you want to aim to add at least 2 new people per week, all right? And then you're going to nurture these relationships on Facebook. Now, I want you guys to understand, when I'm asking you to go out and meet new people and add them to your Facebook account, I don't want you to think that this is, sometimes people will say, well, that kind of makes me sound like I'm a headhunter, or I'm just out there searching and seeking. And, well, you kind of are, but this is one of the greatest parts about Plexus, building the relationships and meeting new people. There is nothing better than getting new friends. All right, guys? So I don't want you to feel bad about this. This is a good thing. So we're going to talk about nurturing relationships on social media. Following up on a friendship. If you haven't spoken to somebody in years, you don't want to just immediately contact them to join your Plexus team or buy your products. That's a pretty big turnoff. If I haven't spoken to somebody in 3 years, and the first thing they do in a private message is send me something that says, hey, Dusty, I started this great new company, want to be a part of it, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, probably not, because I haven't spoke to you in 3 years, and the only thing you want me to do is be a part of your company. Now, what you should do is, if you haven't spoken to somebody in 3 years, check in with them. Follow up on the friendship. Message them and say, hey, I haven't talked to you in a long time. How are things going? What have you been up to lately? And talk to them back and forth. They're probably going to ask what you're doing, because you've asked them what they're doing. And then you can let them know what you're doing. And that's fine. But you want to follow up on the friendship first. Don't just engage people only about Plexus. Wishing your friends happy birthdays and congratulating them on life events is not only personal, but it's keeping you connected with them. I don't just tell people happy birthday to keep them engaged with Plexus. I tell them happy birthday on their wall because I really want to tell them happy birthday. But it is a great way to keep them engaged. Somebody posts about their anniversary. Write happy anniversary to them. Stay engaged and stay being a part of their lives. So always be genuine and sincere, all right? This is huge because, I can't be fake. I don't want to be a fake person, and I don't want to be around fake people. So this is a business of relationship marketing, guys. So you always want to be genuine and you always want to be sincere. And if you ever do just happen to directly approach somebody, say you haven't spoke to somebody in over a year, but they make a post about some health issue. Maybe they'd say, oh, I'm type 2 diabetic and I'm just miserable. Okay, guys, this is when it's okay to go ahead and PM them and say, listen, I seen your post. You just talked about being a type 2 diabetic and you're looking for something. I know we haven't spoken a while, but what if I had something that just might help you help this issue that you have? And you're being genuine and you're being sincere. You didn't just PM them and say, hey, I seen you're a type 2 diabetic. Here's my website. Order this product. That's not how you want to address that. You really do want to be genuine and sincere and tell them, hey, you know what? I just seen your post and I know we haven't talked for a while, but I have something amazing and what if it would help? So I want you guys to understand that is the proper way to go about doing that. So let's talk about things to strive for daily. Consistency, all right? Post something every day, because we talked about if you're not consistent, people are not going to believe that you're really in this for the long haul. They think you're just toying with it, and they think it's just a phase. Guys, I said this at the beginning. I've been at this 2.5 years. I'm still getting people messaging me for the very first time. So consistency is key. Consistency is the biggest part of building your business I can ever tell anybody about. You want to keep it positive. Positivity is great. I get a lot of people that say, Dusty, you're one of the most positive people I know. Guys, I'm a real person. I have up and down days, but I generally keep myself positive because that's how I keep myself moving forward. So always keep it positive on social media and in life in general. If you need something to keep you positive, get some good personal development books, some good self-help books. Every time I get down, I go read one of my books, and that lifts me right back up, okay? Now, 3, we want to get personal. Tell stories, make a heart-to-heart connection. This is more of those. Hey, you know what? Since I say something like this, this is mine. I would post, guys, I am so thankful and blessed and lucky that I get to be a stay-at-home mom and see my boys during the summertime and have them. So that would be personal, all right? And then I would like hashtag Plexus Freedom or stay-at-home mom or work for home mom, thank you Plexus, something like that. Get personal, tell stories about yourself. Engage with your audience different ways, not just Plexus. Do the call to action post, you know, post what you did for the weekend, give me a picture or something like that. We're all going to work on expanding our audience, try to meet two new people every week and add them to your social media accounts, okay? Don't be scared to do this. Be genuine and nurture relationships. Guys, that is very, very important. I said this before, I'll say it again. This is relationship marketing with your Plexus ambassadors, with your Plexus customers, and with your friends and family that have nothing to do with Plexus yet. We are nurturing those relationships, all 3. And stick with it, guys. Give it time and use social media correctly as a tool. And it's not a golden ticket. However, it can be when it's used properly. I have several women that I could think of off the top of my head that are amazing to follow. There's lots of wonderful women, but I think that like Kara McMurtry, Whitney Houston, Casey Graham, those women make some of the best posts I have ever seen. Guys, if I didn't say your name, I know there's many, many more of you that do an amazing job, but those 3 women are some to follow, some to just check in on and see what they're posting. You can learn so much from these women. Follow other ambassadors, learn how they're doing it, and see how they're connecting with their audience. That's always a great thing. So guys, as I finish up tonight's call, you know, I want to end with this, this right here. It speaks volumes to me. When you seek to help as many people as you can, and your rank will take care of itself. Guys, I think that that is one of the most amazing quotes I have ever seen in my life, because I don't know about you, but I am in the business of helping as many people get their lives back, get their health back, get their families back, get their sanity back as I possibly can. And I think that the majority of you on here tonight are in the same boat as I am. You guys want those same things for your friends and family. And when social media is used correctly, this can be a very, very great tool. So I hope that this helped you guys tonight. I hope you learned something. And let me see, I see that I have a few questions here. Can you tag people on these posts? Okay, so let's answer that question. Whenever you see a health testimony posted, absolutely you can tag people. Or something that is even better is to, you can PM these testimonies to people as well. Because sometimes when you PM these testimonies, you can private message somebody and say, hey, I have some great testimonies I would love to share with you. And usually they'll say, okay, let me see them. And when you send them in a private message, they're more apt to reply to that and ask some questions. So yes, you can tag people in some of these posts, that's okay. But it's also good to PM them, that way that engages more of a private discussion, so they're more apt to ask you questions there. There's another one. Melanie Byron, what did she say? Also, connecting with people by visiting their page and liking their comments draws you closer to them and the person, and tells Facebook your friends. Yes, definitely. When you engage, the more people you engage with, whether they're Plexus friends or non-Plexus friends, it shows their feed and your feed, and your news, it swaps out. If I comment on my friend Jeannie's page, she's going to see more of my stuff. When she comments on my page, she's going to see more of my stuff, and I'm going to see more of her stuff. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. I got somebody asking, what were those 3 names I mentioned again? Kara McMurtry, Whitney Houston, and Casey Graham. Guys, Casey, Kara, and Whitney, forgive me, because you're probably going to get a lot of friend requests now. But guys, no, you can go to these girls' page, click the follow button, and then you can watch what they post. So I think they're amazing women. Hope they understand my shout out and how proud I am of them. Now, guys, I know there's hundreds and hundreds of you on this team that are great as well and make great posts. So it's not just those 3. There's other women and men on this team that are amazing to follow and watch their posts. Yes, this is being recorded, so don't worry about that. So that was answering the questions that I see here that were sent to me. I hope that tonight's meeting was helpful, and I hope you learned something. And we will be uploading this PowerPoint into the Freedom team file and my team file, and anybody else's team that you're a part of, they'll probably be uploading this as well. I have to give a big shout out to Jen Hawkins, Diamond Ambassador, who allowed us to use her PowerPoint that she had from the Plexus convention tonight. So we thank her so much. And guys, be blessed. Let's close out this training with a simple little prayer, because I believe that every member on this team, I want you to know that we're all praying for you and hoping for you and wishing you the best. So guys, just real quickly, you know, Father God, we just ask you to come over us tonight, watch over us tonight. We pray that we glorify you in everything that we do. We are so thankful and humbled by the opportunities that you have given each of us with this company and with our lives. And we pray that we can just reach out to people and give them hope and help them in their life's journeys. I pray over everybody's business who is on this team tonight. I pray you have a hand in them building their businesses and being successful and reaching out to the right people, bringing the right people into their businesses and into their lives, Lord, because this is so important that we're helping people with hope. We're helping them change their lives and their financial future. So, Lord, we just glorify you and thank you for everything that you do. In your awesome name we pray, amen. So thank you guys so much for allowing this time tonight and jumping on the call. Y'all be blessed.